guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I want to share a skincare device that I have been using for quite a while. I just haven't shared it with you guys because I want to make sure that it's something that didn't irritate my skin and something that didn't make my skin worse than it already is. So this is a skincare device that's a microdermabrasion device. It's called the Trophy Skin. So here's what the box looks like. I purchased mine. I'm pretty sure I got mine on like the Ipsy deals. If you guys have ever seen those deals that Ipsy offers, this is a deal that I saw in there one day and I was like, hey, I want to try this out. This is called the Trophy Skin Mini MD. It's a portable home microdermabrasion system. So this is a smaller version. I know they have ones that have like bigger and like they can do better jobs and things like that. But for me, I just wanted something small and something simple that I could travel with. This one, the only thing that I don't like about it so far is that you have to keep it plugged in. It's not something that you can unplug and use. So it's not like super portable. So like for me though, I have noticed a dramatic difference in that it's removing all of the dead skin cells that are going onto my skin. And then as well as it's starting to remove some of the whiteheads. I don't have many blackheads, but I used to have some like right around here on my nose. And I feel like they're not quite as noticeable either anymore. So I wanted to show you guys like a little demo of me using this product because I think that it's good to show somebody, not just tell you guys how good it is, but I want to show you too. This thing, the reason why you want to use this is because it will help with your skin. It will help to remove dead skin cells, which is going to give you better skin underneath. And it is also going to, because it's giving you that better skin, it's going to help with the wrinkles and things like that. Things that you never would have thought that this would help with, it's going to help with. This is not something you want to use every day. I use this once or twice a week, depending upon if I remember. Mostly it's just once a week, honestly. You can start out using it on a light hand and then using it less often if you want to, just because it is going to be a little bit of, it's going to cause some redness onto your skin, honestly. So it's going to be a little bit irritation. So the best thing to do is pull your hair back and get that ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my hair back so we can show you guys how this thing works. So I'm just going to pull it up into a little bun here, or a partial bun. So that's how I do that. And then I'm going to grab a mirror because I need to see like the different strokes that I'm making, because you want to go certain ways with this little tool here. You don't want to just go on all haphazard. You want to make sure that you're using it in the directions that you should use it. So here's what the tool itself looks like. Now that we've talked about it long enough, here's what the tool looks like. It looks like this little device here. It does have the little plug-in that you need to keep plugged in while you're using it. This has a little rubber tip on it, so that's going to keep it nice and clean while you're not using it. And then underneath this, you're going to see that it has like a little diamond plated device here. This thing is what's actually doing the exfoliation onto your skin. After you use this, each time you use this, you want to take a unused toothbrush, so like one that you dedicate specifically for this tool, and go over this little device here to remove any dead skin cells or anything like that. You also want to do that underneath here because there's a little bit of a little trap here that you want to do that too as well. So you want to make sure you get all the old dead skin cells off. So you want to make sure you're starting with a good clean one. Oh, I was looking for the things. So the first thing you want to do is grab your little, these are little carbon filter type things. You want to grab one of these and then you're going to put it onto your little device. This device here specifically has two different modes you can use it on. It has a little bit more of a strong section and a little bit less. So it's not, to me, I don't feel like my skin ever gets super irritated, but you will notice my skin will get quite red when I'm using this because it is exfoliating your skin. It's microdermabrasion. So I put the little, probably should have showed you guys, right? So underneath here, hang on, let me pull that back off. So underneath here, this is the spot you're going to take your little carbon filters, which is this little bitty thing right here, and you're going to place that onto, oops, I just dropped one. We're going to get a new one. So you're going to place the little carbon filter right here at the tip. So right there, you're going to place the little carbon filter. Let me see if I can show you guys a close up. Right there is where the carbon filter is going to go. Then you're going to take your little device here and you're going to put this back together like that. You're going to push this back down on top of here, and then you're ready to go. I typically start on my forehead. I work this way up, and the way that you want to go is an upward motion for your forehead and then for your cheeks. And whenever you're doing any section you're doing, you want to hold that section. You will notice, because this is not a super fancy dancy tool, it's going to have some sections where it's going to kind of skip, and you'll notice that it's not, it doesn't create a suction there. So you're just going to have to figure out which places are a little bit harder for this tool to work on it. There are better devices that you can get out there that are going to be a lot more expensive. I'm not exactly sure how much this tool is right now. I will have it listed like below for you guys. I'll have all the information on this because like I said, I got this through like an Ipsy deals. So I don't even know like the original price or anything. This is something that I purchased a while back, like I said. So it does have two little modes here. So you push the button here to get it started. So as you can hear it, so there's mode 1. And then if you push it again, you're going to go to mode 2. So you'll notice mode 2 is going to have a lot more suction to it. What I typically do is start out with mode 1. And if you are someone, I haven't really moved to mode 2 a lot, except for my nose area is where I usually use a mode 2, because my nose area for some reason is a lot worse than this area here. And plus I want to be a little bit more sensitive to this area since I do have skin concerns still, which is just a lot of redness going on. So this is going to help with this redness. Eventually over time that redness will start to disappear, as well as if you have any sunspots or anything like that, they will start to disappear because of this tool. When you're using this, the other thing I suggest is after you've used it, make sure you apply a sunscreen because your skin is going to be very sensitive. So make sure you apply sunscreen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tool. I'm going to put you guys, I'll kind of like notate what we're doing in each section, but I'm going to put you guys in a little bit of a fast forward because it's going to take, it's a little bit of a longer process. It's not something that you can just sit down and whip out. It's not like putting on a face cream. So I'm going to put you guys in fast forward motion so you can see me doing it and then see the ways that I'm doing it onto my skin, and I will leave little notations as well. But like I said, let's get started. So I turned it on, and so the first thing I'm going to do is hold my forehead up, and then there we go. Do you hear the suction? You don't want to go over a section more than 2 or 3 times one section, because you're going to create your skin to be a little bit more sensitive than you want it to be. My forehead is such a hard area to do too. Whoops. My forehead is such a hard area to do because it's so, I guess because it's bony and there's not a whole lot of place for it to suction to. So you're going to keep going up motions. See, this is the problem with this tool. I know you can get, like I said, you can get better ones. But for me, this is working just fine. You want to go slow. You don't want to stop in any certain area, because if you stop, it is suctioning, so it will cause a hickey onto your skin. It will leave a red mark. So don't stop. Whatever you do, just keep going. And you want to keep it pressed, firmly pressed to your skin. So you're creating the suction, and like I said, it loses a lot of suction on my forehead, but you'll notice on the rest of my face it's not quite as bad. I probably should, since I know I enjoy this tool so much, I probably should look into getting a little bit more of a better one. This one's a little bit tricky to work with, I'll be honest. Oh, I keep hitting the button accidentally too sometimes. Okay, so now we're done with the forehead area. That's as much as I'm going to do. You can do however long you want to do. I'm not going to like force my skin to get super red. I'm pull you guys in a little bit closer so you can start to see when I do my cheeks and stuff. So now when you do your cheeks, you want to pull back onto your skin and you want to go in a motion like this. we've done my face, we're going to move down to my neck. So you can do this on your neck as well. When you do your neck, you want to go in an upwards motion. As you can see, my face is very, very red now. And as you could probably tell when I was doing this, you could see a lot of the dead skin like coming up, which is good because it's removing those dead skin cells and everything. So now we're going to go ahead and start doing my neck, and I'm going to leave it on the first section here, the first mode, to do my neck. Okay, now that I've done my neck, you can also do your décolleté too, so you can do that. So I'm just going to flip my necklace backwards, and I'm still going to be pulling this in, like, I'm going to do like this motions here, you're going to see. So I'm going to pull these across this way. Okay, so now that we're completed, I finished my little microderm exfoliation. What I typically do now is I would go in and I would cleanse everything off with just some water, just to make sure that I get all the extra dead skin off. It doesn't actually tell you that you have to do that, but that's something that I prefer to do. And then I go ahead and go in with my skincare. So now that my skin is nice and red, I go in with some good skincare, like whatever. If I do this at nighttime is when I typically do it. So I will go in with my nighttime skin regimen, so that way there it kind of has good time to sink in and my skin can heal, and the next morning I'm not quite as red. Because right now, as you can tell, everything is quite red. My neck is red. And like I said, be careful. Do not leave this in one spot for a long period of time, because if you do, it will cause a bruising, which looks like a hickey onto your skin. So just be careful. Don't leave it in one spot. But the important things are to make sure you cleanse this after each time you use this. Use a sunscreen if you are using it in the daytime. Even if you use it in the nighttime, make sure you're using a sunscreen the next day that over there your skin, because your skin is going to be a little bit more sensitive now. And then make sure that you're not touching it a whole lot with your hands. Make sure that you've done this, and then you do your skincare and then leave your skin alone for a while, because you will notice it's quite red. So as you can tell, for me, I had a lot of dead skin. As you could see it coming up. I do this once a week. Like I said, I do it once or twice a week. Typically once a week, honestly. I'll be honest with you. I just forget to do it twice. I usually do it on Sunday nights is when I usually do it. So I will do this onto my skin. And as you could tell, even by me doing it once a week, I had a lot of dead skin that was coming up, because my skin is very, very dry. So it's pulling all that dry, dead skin off. And then when I'm putting my skincare on, my skincare, it really has good time to sink in. And it feels really good too after you've done this. So I don't know how dirty this thing's going to be, which you might not want to see it. I don't know. Oh, I just dropped the filter. Hang on one second. Okay. So it's not terribly bad, honestly. So I'll show you guys how dirty my face was on here. I'll show you if you can see it. So there's everything it pulled off, which it looked a lot more dramatic, honestly, doing it, because your face gets so red. But as you can tell, something else you want to make sure you do is it does have a little filter there. The filter right here actually got a little bit dirty as well. Make sure you clean that off as well. Use your toothbrush, a clean toothbrush, to get all those dead skin cells off, because you want to make sure you go in each time with a good clean tool to use onto your skin. You don't want to be putting anything damaging on your skin, like anything that's dirty or anything like that. So clean this, and then of course always use a clean new carbon filter. This is something that I have noticed it has really changed my skin texture. It's changing a lot of these spots that I have going on, along with my skincare regimen as well, because I do have a good skincare regimen that I'm sticking to consistently right now. So this is something that I do recommend that you try out if you're someone who is concerned with skin wrinkles, if you're concerned with dark spots, if you're concerned with acne scars, if you're concerned with blackheads, whiteheads. A lot of these things can be taken care of by using this on the regular. I wouldn't recommend using it quite often. Like, I wouldn't use this every day. There's no way this is an everyday tool. If you use this every day, I think you might end up damaging your skin because it's too much. It's too aggressive. So for me, like I said, I like using it once a week, twice a week at most, because my skin is very dry and I don't want to damage my skin in any way. And I don't think I'm damaging, I know I'm not damaging my skin by using this, but because it gets so red, you can tell you've definitely done something. You've brought the blood to your skin, and that's a good time now to actually put your skincare on. So the next thing, like I said, I would do is go in with my regular skincare regimen to finish that out, and that's how I would end the night with this tool. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions about this thing. I have really been loving it. I think it's a really cool tool. Like I said, I will find out how much it is, like if you wanted to purchase this, because I purchased mine off the Ipsy deals. I know there are other tools that are like this on the market, but this is just the one that I ended up getting just because it was a very good deal at the time. And I thought, you know what, this is something I want to try for my skin to see if it's any good. And I really do feel like it's helped. It's helping my skin a lot, along with, like I said, my skincare regimen. I don't think that this alone can help your skin. You still have to use a good skincare routine. So this is a great tool in my opinion though. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you have any questions about this tool, or if you have any questions about my skincare regimen, if you'd like to see a nighttime, daytime skincare regimen. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Either way, let me know if you have any questions or if you want to see that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.